Hey everyone, and welcome to another deep dive with us.
It's great to be here.
Today we're going to be taking a look at this guide.
Okay.
It's called A Guide to Starting a Career in Cybersecurity 2024 edition.
2024.
Yeah, 2024 edition
Mm-hmm.
by Nathan House.
Oh, cool.
Have you heard of him?
I have, yeah. He's done some great work.
Yeah. So this guide is it's packed with practical advice for anyone who's even remotely thinking about a career in cybersecurity. And
it's a hot topic.
It is a hot topic.
Yeah.
I mean, did you know that there are 3.4 million unfilled cybersecurity jobs globally?
It's crazy. The demand is just
crazy
through the roof.
That's a huge opportunity.
Yeah.
So in this deep dive, we're gonna be using Nathan House's guide.
Okay.
To kind of give you a roadmap.
Sounds good.
To launching a cybersecurity career, and we're gonna uncover some pretty surprising things along the way.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah, did you know that cybersecurity, it's not all about hacking?
Right. It's much broader than that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The guide really emphasizes risk management as the core of cybersecurity.
I was going to say that It's about understanding those vulnerabilities and protecting systems and information.
Absolutely. And it goes way beyond just the stereotypical image of a hacker,
Right.
In a hoodie in a dark room.
Yeah.
There's so much more to it.
So the guide actually, it breaks down the field into these cybersecurity domains.
Oh, interesting.
And it's amazing to see all the different roles that are out there.
What kind of roles are we talking about?
Oh man, you've got everything from penetration testers to security analysts to cybercrime investigators.
Wow.
There's even a role called Chief Information Security Officer.
I bet that pays well.
Oh yeah, it does. The salaries in this field are pretty impressive.
I bet.
Penetration testers can earn over $102,000 a year.
Really?
Security analysts around $85,000.
Wow.
And those chief information security officers, like I said, they're often in the six-figure range.
That's incredible.
It is.
So I guess the key is figuring out which domain you're most interested in, right?
Right, exactly. Each of these roles requires a different set of skills and interests.
Okay.
So for example, a penetration tester, they need to think like a hacker.
Right.
To try to find vulnerabilities before the bad guys do.
Makes sense.
But a security analyst, they might be more focused on monitoring systems and analyzing data to identify threats.
Oh, I see. So different approaches, but all within cybersecurity.
Exactly. And I think it's really important for anyone considering a career in cybersecurity to really explore these different domains.
Right.
See which ones resonate with their own skills and interests.
Absolutely, because you want to find something that you're passionate about.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
It makes a huge difference.
And speaking of expertise, let's talk about the author of this guide.
Okay.
Nathan House.
Yeah.
He's not just some random guy who decided to write a book.
Right.
He has over 30 years of experience in the field.
Wow.
He founded the Station X cybersecurity training platform. Impressive.
And he even won an award called the AI Cybersecurity Educator of the Year Award.
So he knows what he's talking about.
He does.
Yeah, he's not just talking the talk, he's walking the walk.
Right. He's a real leader in the industry.
Yeah. That definitely gives his advice more weight.
Yeah. And his guide, it actually lays out a really clear 5-step framework.
5 steps?
Yeah, for launching a cybersecurity career.
Okay.
It's like a roadmap.
I like that.
It takes you from where you are now to a successful career in the field.
That's helpful.
So are you ready to dive into those steps?
Absolutely. Let's hear it.
Okay, so it all starts with understanding the job landscape.
Right.
Which we've already kind of started to touch on a little bit.
Yeah.
And then from there, the guide takes us through education.
Okay.
Certification.
Sure.
Gaining hands-on experience. And even showcasing your passion for the field.
That's interesting.
Yeah. It's a holistic approach.
Cool.
It covers all the essential elements of building a successful cybersecurity career.
So it's step by step.
Step by step.
Okay.
And each step is packed with actionable advice and resources.
Awesome.
So we'll unpack each step in detail.
Okay.
So you'll have a clear understanding of what it takes to get started.
Great.
And excel in this exciting field.
I'm excited to learn more.
Me too.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Let's go.
All right, so we've talked about the huge demand for cybersecurity professionals.
Yeah.
And all the different roles that are out there.
Right.
But now let's actually get into the nitty-gritty.
Okay.
Of how to launch a career in this field.
All right.
So Nathan House's guide, it lays out a really clear 5-step framework.
I remember that.
And the second step focuses on education.
Makes sense.
And it's important to remember that in cybersecurity, learning never really stops.
Very true.
The field is constantly evolving.
Right. Always something new.
with new technologies and threats emerging all the time.
Exactly.
So continuous learning is like absolutely essential.
Couldn't agree more.
So it's not just about like getting a degree and then calling it a day.
Nope.
You need to stay on top of the latest trends and developments.
Absolutely.
So the guide actually provides some great resources for continuous learning.
Like what?
Online courses, industry conferences, and even something called Station X's accelerator program.
Station X?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's like this more structured learning path.
Oh, interesting.
That's designed specifically for cybersecurity.
So it's like tailored for people who want to get into the field.
Exactly.
Cool.
So the third step in the framework
what's that?
is certification.
Oh, certifications, yeah.
I know a lot of people are curious about certifications.
Makes sense.
Like what they are, why they matter,
right,
and which ones to pursue.
Yeah, like how do you even know where to start?
So certifications are essentially credentials that validate your knowledge and skills in a particular area.
So it's like proof that you know what you're doing.
Right. And in cybersecurity, they can really make a difference.
Oh, yeah.
When it comes to landing a job and advancing your career,
I bet.
Employers often look for specific certifications.
Right.
As a way of like screening candidates.
Yeah.
And ensuring they have the necessary expertise.
Makes sense. They want to know you're qualified.
So the guide mentions a few certifications that seem to be especially valuable.
Oh, like which ones?
Like the CISSP and the CISM.
Okay, I've heard of those.
Have you?
Yeah, but I don't know much about them.
So the CISSP.
Okay.
It stands for Certified Information Systems Security Professional.
Certified Information Systems Security Professional.
Yeah.
That's a mouthful.
It is.
Okay, so what does it cover?
It's a globally recognized certification that covers a broad range of security topics.
Like what kind of topics?
From risk management and security architecture.
Okay.
To cryptography and software development security.
Wow, so it's pretty comprehensive.
Yeah, it's considered like a gold standard in the industry.
Oh, wow.
And it demonstrates a high level of competency.
So if you have that certification, you're pretty much set.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay, what about the CLIME?
The CSSM stands for Certified Information Security Manager.
Certified Information Security Manager.
And this certification is geared more towards those who manage and lead security teams and initiatives.
Oh, I see. So it's more focused on the management side of things?
Right. So the CISSP is more technical.
Yeah.
While the CASM is more focused on management and leadership.
Got it. That makes sense.
The guide also mentions a set of certifications called the CompTIA Trifecta.
The trifecta?
Yeah.
What's in the trifecta?
It includes Security Plus, CSA Plus, and Pentest Plus.
Okay, those sound familiar.
These are considered entry-level certifications.
Right.
But they're still very valuable, especially for those just starting out.
Okay, cool.
I'm actually kind of curious about Pentest Plus.
Oh, yeah. What is that one?
So penetration testing, or pen testing, is a process of simulating cyber attacks.
Oh, wow.
To identify vulnerabilities in systems and applications.
So, like, you're basically hacking into systems.
Yeah.
But ethically.
Exactly.
To find the weaknesses before the bad guys do.
Right. And the Pentest Plus certification, it validates your skills in this area, which is a highly sought-after skill set in the industry.
Oh, I bet companies are always looking for people who can do that.
Yeah.
So the guide also talks about hands-on experience, right?
Yes. It emphasizes the importance of hands-on experience.
Okay.
Which brings us to step 4 in the framework.
All right, step 4.
And it suggests setting up a virtual lab.
A virtual lab?
Where you can practice your skills.
Interesting.
In a safe and controlled environment.
So you don't accidentally break anything?
Right, exactly.
So what exactly is a virtual lab?
It's essentially a simulated computer network.
Okay.
That you can use to experiment with different tools and techniques without the risk of damaging real systems.
Oh, that's smart.
Yeah, so it's like a playground for cybersecurity professionals.
I like that analogy, a playground for hackers.
And the best part is, setting up a virtual lab is actually quite easy and affordable.
Really?
The guide recommends using free software like VirtualBox.
Okay.
Or paid cloud-based services like AWS.
Oh, so there are options.
Yeah, there are a lot of options out there.
Cool.
So we've got education, certification, and hands-on experience covered.
Right, so what's the final step?
The 5th and final step. Is all about showcasing your passion.
Showcasing your passion?
Yeah.
How do you do that?
This is where you get to really shine.
Okay.
And demonstrate your enthusiasm for the field.
Right.
So the guide suggests a number of ways to do this.
Like what?
For example, you can attend industry events
Okay.
like DEF CON.
DEF CON.
Have you heard of DEF CON?
Yeah, like that huge hacker conference, right?
It is.
Yeah.
It's a massive hacker conference
Mm-hmm.
where you can learn from the best in the business
Wow.
and network with other professionals.
That sounds pretty intense.
It can be,
Yeah.
but it's also a lot of fun
Okay.
and a great way to immerse yourself in the culture of cybersecurity.
I can see that.
You can also contribute to open source projects,
Mm-hmm.
write a blog,
Okay.
create videos, sharing your knowledge, or even just actively engage in online communities and forums.
So it's all about getting involved and sharing your expertise.
Exactly.
Oh, cool.
The guide stresses that passion is what will set you apart from the competition
Right.
and help you stand out to potential employers.
Makes sense.
It's about going beyond just ticking the boxes
Mm-hmm.
and really demonstrating your commitment to the field.
I like that.
So we've covered the 5 steps.
Okay, let's recap.
Understanding the job landscape,
Yeah.
focusing on education, getting certified,
3,
gaining hands-on experience,
4,
and showcasing your passion.
5. All right, got it.
Now I want to circle back to the topic of certifications.
Okay, certifications.
Because I know they can be a bit overwhelming.
Yeah, there are a lot of them.
There are.
It's hard to know where to start.
But the guide does a good job
Yeah.
of breaking down the different types of certifications
Mm-hmm.
and recommending a logical progression
Okay.
for aspiring professionals.
So like a roadmap for certifications?
Exactly.
Like-
So, for example,
Yeah.
the guide suggests starting with the CompTIA trifecta,
Okay, the trifecta.
Security plus CISA plus and Pentest plus.
Right.
These are considered foundational certifications,
Mm-hmm.
covering essential security concepts and practices.
So like the basics.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then from there,
Yeah.
you could move on to more advanced certifications,
Uh,
like the CISSP,
right.
which
Yeah.
we mentioned earlier,
Yeah.
requires at least 5 years of experience in the field.
5 years.
Yeah.
That's a long time
It is a long time.
to get that certification.
But there's a way to get a head start.
Oh, really?
You can actually take the CISSP exam
Okay.
before you have the full experience.
Interesting.
And then you have 6 years to rack up those years.
Oh, so you can take the exam early
Yeah,
and then gain the experience while you're working.
exactly.
That's a good tip.
So you can kind of have the certification in the bank
Yeah.
while you're gaining the necessary experience.
It's like that.
And you can even put CISP exam passed on your resume,
Oh, that's smart.
which can be a real advantage in the job market.
Yeah, employers would definitely be impressed by that.
Yeah, they would.
So we've talked a lot about like the different roles and,
Mhm.
and certifications,
Right.
but I think it's important to remember
Yeah.
that there's a human side to all of this.
Absolutely.
Cybersecurity. It's about protecting people
Right.
and their data from harm
It is.
and that sense of purpose.
Mm-hmm.
It's something that a lot of people find really rewarding
Yeah.
about working in this field.
I think that's a really important point.
Yeah.
Now, before we wrap up this deep dive,
Okay.
I wanted to touch on something
Mhm.
that's becoming increasingly relevant to the world of cybersecurity.
What's that?
Artificial intelligence, or AI.
Oh, AI. Yeah, everyone's talking about AI these days.
I know, it's everywhere.
So how does AI play into cybersecurity?
AI is already having a significant impact
Really?
on cybersecurity.
Okay.
And that impact is only going to grow in the years to come.
Makes sense.
We're seeing AI being used for everything,
Oh, wow.
from threat detection
Mm-hmm.
and automated responses
Mm-hmm.
to even ethical hacking.
Ethical hacking with AI?
Yeah.
That sounds pretty futuristic.
It does, right?
Yeah,
And it's just one example of how AI is changing the game in cybersecurity.
I can see that.
AI can analyze massive amounts of data
Right.
to identify patterns and anomalies
Mm-hmm.
that humans might miss.
So it's like having a super-powered analyst
Yeah.
that never gets tired.
And it can automate tasks that would otherwise be very time-consuming.
That frees up humans to focus on other things.
Right.
That's cool.
So AI is basically becoming a powerful tool
Yeah.
for both defenders and attackers.
That's a little scary.
It is a little scary.
Yeah.
And it's crucial for anyone working in cybersecurity
Right.
to stay informed about the latest developments in AI
Mm-hmm.
and how they might impact their work.
Absolutely. You got to stay ahead of the curve.
That's a good reminder that continuous learning is essential.
Couldn't agree more.
So how might AI impact someone's chosen cybersecurity path?
That's a good question.
Is it something to be excited about,
Hmm.
or should we be worried?
I think it's a bit of both.
Okay.
AI has the potential
Yeah.
to make us much more effective in defending against cyber attacks.
Mm-hmm.
But it also presents new challenges.
Right.
As AI systems become more sophisticated, we need to make sure
Yeah.
we're using them responsibly and ethically.
That's a really important point.
Yeah, we don't want AI to become like a weapon in the wrong hands.
Exactly.
So we need to be careful.
And I think it's also important to remember
Yeah.
that AI is just a tool.
Right.
It's not a magic bullet
Mm-hmm.
that will solve all of our cybersecurity problems.
Yes.
We still need skilled and knowledgeable professionals
Right.
to implement and manage these AI systems.
So the human element is still crucial.
Absolutely.
We're not being replaced by robots just yet.
Not quite.
Okay, good.
But the way we work in cybersecurity is definitely changing.
Yeah, things are evolving rapidly.
And those who are willing to embrace new technologies
Right.
and adapt to the evolving landscape will be the ones who thrive.
Absolutely. It's all about being adaptable and staying curious.
Wow. We've covered a lot of ground in this deep dive.
We have.
It's amazing to think about all the different aspects of cybersecurity we touched on.
Right. From those different roles to education certifications, hands-on experience, even AI.
The thing that really stands out to me though is just the sheer scale of opportunity in this field.
It's incredible.
3.4 million professionals needed globally.
It's mind-boggling.
It really is.
And it shows you there's a real need for talented people who are passionate about this.
Absolutely. And what's great is that Nathan House's guide, it gives us a clear roadmap for anyone looking to get into the field.
It's not just theory. It's practical stuff you can actually use.
Exactly. Actionable advice and resources.
That's what makes it so valuable.
Yeah. It demystifies the whole process of starting a cybersecurity career.
It breaks it down into manageable steps.
Step by step.
Anyone can follow.
So as we wrap up,
I
want to ask you, our listener, a question.
All right, shoot.
Now that you've heard all this, what's your next step?
Yeah, what are you going to do with all this info?
What sparked your interest?
What are you most excited about?
Yeah, maybe you're intrigued by the idea of becoming a penetration tester.
Oh, yeah.
And you're ready to start building your own virtual lab.
That'd be cool.
Or maybe you're drawn to that leadership aspect of cybersecurity.
Okay.
And you're thinking about pursuing that CISM certification.
Makes sense.
Whatever it is.
Yeah.
Just remember that there's a whole community of cybersecurity professionals out there.
Right.
Who are eager to support and guide you.
It's a welcoming community.
It is.
Very supportive.
So don't be afraid to reach out.
Yeah.
Ask questions.
Absolutely.
And connect with others who share your passion.
Couldn't agree more.
And never forget.
Yeah.
Continuous learning is key.
It's essential.
Stay curious, stay engaged,
Mm-hmm.
and never stop exploring new ideas and technologies.
The field's always changing.
It is.
You got to keep up.
So we've included links to all the resources mentioned in this episode.
Oh, cool.
In the show notes.
Awesome.
So be sure to check those out.
I will.
And we would love to hear from you.
Yeah. Tell us what you think.
What resonated with you the most?
What questions do you have?
Share your thoughts with our community.
Yeah, let's keep this conversation going.
And until next time,
stay secure.
Stay secure out there.